Welcome back to Plot Twist. Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be discussing part 3 of the Jessica Simpson book, Open Book.
Yes, so in the last part we learned about Jessica's life. So she's a church girl from Texas. We also learned about her marriage with Nick. We learned about the sexual abuse she experienced while she was younger, her career not being accepted in Disney, but her moving on to different things, getting signed with Sony. We learned about her being attacked by her weight, telling her that she needs to lose weight, and also about her divorce with Nick towards the end. And then we move on to part 3, where she is finalizing everything with Nick, and Nick wanting a certain amount of money before the divorce becomes official. And yeah, so we go from that to also
Him making an album.
Making an album around their divorce, which she believes that was written while they were married.
And basically like that songs were like basically stating that he hated her.
Yes.
And then soon after she invites him to speak to him.
So they reunite, and she sleeps with him again, and she says that she feels the hate coming from him all over again. So thankfully that he did not sleep over that night, and he ended up leaving, and he creates the music video with his now wife Vanessa, which that's kind of weird.
Messy.
Right?
Messy.
So yeah.
So then soon after that, she starts to embrace herself. And then she starts her clothing line.
She starts so the fashion, we learned that fashion is her mother's dream. Fashion was never Jessica's dream. But she likes to make people happy, and she actually was very hands-on. So they created the Jessica Simpson collection. They linked up with Vince from 9 West for the to create the collection. And we also got introduced to her relationship with John Mayer. So
wow.
So John Mayer is very toxic. We learned that also. He was also dating previously Katy Perry, allegedly Kim Kardashian, Jessica, I forgot her name. Jennifer, I don't know how to say her last name.
Innocent.
Yeah, her. So there's a few. He's been around the block a few times.
Yeah, I felt bad for her in that relationship. I felt like she just wanted to hold on to something, a relationship, and because she only ever dated Nick, she didn't really know how to be single. And John took advantage of that. I think John saw how kind she was and took her kindness for weakness. And she was just that puppet.
Yeah, her friends let her know about John because she had a friend that actually was working with John when he was signed to the same label, and she just was blinded because, hey, she just got out of a relationship where she wasn't shown affection, attention. Like she says, John will message her like, "Where are you?" type of thing, and Nick wouldn't even give a damn. Like she wouldn't even hear from him. So I think we all been there in some point in our lives where we end up being with someone that we shouldn't be with, give them the time of day when we shouldn't. And it's just an on and off. Like later on, we do find out that he breaks up with her like literally 20 times in a day. Like picks her up, drop her, pick her up and drop her. She writes him emails and then tells her friend to proofread them because she's trying to paint an image for him.
Yeah. And I feel like every time she was up, he wanted to bring her down. Like, it was like when she was doing the tribute for Dolly Parton's, right? Okay. So when she was doing the tribute, he knew how much that meant to her, but decides to break up with her right before performing. Why would you even, like, that's toxic. Like, that's just trying to have control of someone. And I felt so bad for her at that point. And every time, like, she would be like, he broke up with me, I'd be like, thank God. And then she'd be like, but he came right back. And I'm just like, Jesus.
Yeah. It was, yeah. So then we also, she does introduce us to her next relationship, which was with the football player. I could clearly, yeah. I can't remember his name right now.
Tom Brady.
So she dated the football player. She took her grandparents to the game versus the Eagles in Texas, and everybody is like booing, telling them to get rid of Jessica because they think that the Cowboys are losing because Jessica is there. And so she says that she believes that he wanted what the other players had, like that whole wife type of relationship, and she wasn't there for all of that.
I don't blame her. She just got out of a marriage. Like, I think she's just like, no, I need to take things slow because I rushed.
Well, her relationship with him actually like just rushed in together. Like they just they had the dinner, you know, then the kiss, and
they didn't even kiss and they're already having family. You know, slow down.
That relationship was another hot mess. But then again, John comes right back in the picture, and he's hanging out with her parents, and then Tom goes through her phone and is like, wait, why is John taking a shower at your parents' house? And like, she's like, but nothing happened, you know, like, I don't know what's going on. So they break up because of John, and where does she end up? She ends up back with John. Yes.
Jesus.
So now she thinks John's gonna marry her, but John is not gonna marry her.
Yeah, I don't know
he
what.
Is toxic.
I don't like toxic. You know what? You know who he reminds me of? Joe.
Joe?
From You.
Really?
Like, I think he's overly obsessive. Like, he doesn't, like, he puts her down. He wants to control her. But if he sees her moving on, then that he wants to wear her right back. You know? Like, so controlling, toxic relationship. And for her parents to be hanging out with him, they didn't even like Nick, and Nick wasn't even that crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
But then, at the end of part 3, we find out that she comes to the conclusion that, so John dedicates a song to her. And he's like, I wrote this song about you. And then she's like, hold on. I thought you wrote this song about your ex. And then he goes to her, no, I couldn't get material off of her. So he used her to get material for his music. So this on and off, on and off, on and off, it was something that would trigger him to write these songs. So she was like, whoa, so I'm just material to you. The end.
I can't. It was obvious though. It was so, you know, because love makes you lines.
Yeah.
You know, you and I both know that very well.
Yeah, so that's messed up. But at least she realized that.
She realized that before she married his ass, or even tried, or got pregnant.
Well, he never asked her to marry him.
God forbid she got pregnant.
So, and then so part 4 is coming up, and then I guess that's when she goes into her current lifestyle, her current marriage, and her children. All right, guys. So make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share this video. And next week we'll be discussing part 4 and wrapping the video up and introducing our new read for the month of April.
If you have any recommendations, again, comment them or PM us, and we'll definitely look into those books.
All right.
Kisses, Twisters.